Your gaming rig is thermal throttling right now, and that flimsy plastic stand you bought isn't doing a damn thing. I dug through the thermal benchmarks, decibel readings, and thousands of user tests to find the definitive best laptop cooling pad on the market today. We are stripping away the RGB marketing fluff to show you exactly which coolers actually drop core temperatures and which ones are just glorified paperweights. We're covering everything from budget lifesavers to industrial-grade turbine monsters that feel like a literal jet engine on your desk. Oh, and you'll definitely want to stick around for number 1. It has a unique AI cooling feature that physically changes how we look at thermal management. And when you see the temperature drops, it makes total sense. Let's get into it right now. Before you buy, here are 3 things you need to know. First, the classic trap. More fans do not equal better cooling. A laptop cooler pod with 6 tiny fans pushing 15 cubic feet per minute will always lose to one massive industrial turbine pushing concentrated air directly into your vents. Second, what the spec sheets hide, the actual noise levels. Companies love bragging about high RPMs, but they bury the decibel rating. Anything over 60 decibels will bleed into your microphone on Discord, so if you don't use a noise-canceling headset, you'll absolutely want a unit with a variable speed dial. Third, match it to your life. If you're constantly tossing your rig into a backpack for a flight, massive sealed foam pods aren't TSA friendly. You'll want something under 2 pounds that actually fits in a standard 17-inch laptop bag. As always, everything mentioned has an Amazon Prime badge and a 30-day return window just in case it doesn't fit your specific machine. Just a heads up, I do use affiliate links, which helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. All right, now that you know what to look for, let's start with number 5 on the list. Coming in at number 5 is the Havit HV F2056, and this is your best bet for a budget-friendly, ultra-portable lifesaver at around $28. It's got a wonderfully slim profile with a metal mesh surface and a triple fan system that glows with a subtle blue LED. It's exactly what you need if you're a casual gamer or just someone working from the couch for 8 hours a day. One heavy Excel user mentioned that they run iTunes, Photoshop, and massive spreadsheets simultaneously for 5 hours straight, and their older 17-inch HP Envy stays completely cool to the touch without the internal laptop fans even kicking on. It's incredibly quiet. You completely forget it's running until you see the blue reflection bouncing off your desk. Now, for the limitation, it's totally a bare bones unit. The included USB pass-through cable is way too long and awkward, and the anti-skid rubber pods on the perforated aluminum face have a tendency to slide out of position over time. To fix that, just grab a shorter Type A cable and maybe add a dab of super glue to the rubber grips if you're aggressive with your typing. But for the price, the sheer ergonomic comfort on your lap is fantastic. You don't get sharp edges digging into your legs, and it flat out stops the dreaded sweaty lap syndrome while gaming in shorts. Plus, it doubles as an ergonomic stand with 2 adjustable height settings. If you just need a reliable, no-nonsense cooling pad for laptop portability that won't empty your wallet, this Havit model consistently gets the job done without any unnecessary complications. It's truly a reliable daily driver. At number 4, we have the KLIM Turbofrost Max, sitting at around $99. This is an engineering masterpiece for those wanting serious power paired with vibrant 360-degree RGB lighting. Instead of traditional open fans, this KLIM laptop cooler uses a patented smart inlay system with adaptive sealing foam to force 100% of the airflow from its massive 3,000 RPM turbofan straight up into your machine's vents. Pushing high-end titles with ray tracing turned on usually turns a laptop keyboard into a frying pan, but gamers running an RTX 4060 reported their GPU sitting at a chilly 51 degrees Celsius under heavy load. The foam seal is made of this premium, soft touch material that actually feels dense and doesn't just collapse under the weight of a heavy rig. However, there is a catch. The included metal clips designed to hold your laptop in place sit right where your wrists naturally rest, creating an annoying contact point during long typing sessions. The quick workaround? Simply remove the metal clips. The magnetic foam grip and the sturdy build are more than enough to keep your laptop securely in place without them. It also features dual power options, so you can plug it into the wall for max RPM or use USB-C on the go if you lack outlets. It's the sweet spot for pure performance and flashy aesthetics, giving you that premium cooling experience without totally breaking the bank. It's highly effective for everyday gaming. Oh, and by the way, all the links to the products mentioned are down in the description below if you want to check current prices. Moving right along. Coming in at number 3 is the iets GT500, a beastly turbofan cooling pod priced around $78. Best for hardcore users whose laptops are practically melting on their desks. Boasting an impressive 4.5-star rating from over 45 die-hard reviewers, this pod absolutely does not mess around. It houses an industrial-grade turbofan that cranks up to a massive 5,000 RPM, paired with a detachable memory foam seal that creates a highly pressurized chamber of cold air under your chassis. If your laptop regularly hits 100 degrees Celsius and thermal throttles constantly, this will save it. People running intense 3D rendering software found that cranking the dial to max dropped their internal temps by a staggering 20 degrees, bringing a dying machine back to peak performance life. You can physically feel the rush of cold air escaping the side vents of your laptop. Now, the limitation is obvious, the sheer noise. At 5,000 RPM, it legitimately sounds like a server room, pushing a loud 65 decibels. The best way to use this is to keep the variable speed dial around 50% for standard daily work, where it just emits a soft hum, and only crank it to 100% when you are wearing a good pair of noise-canceling headphones during heavy gaming. It lacks the fancy RGB lights, but it makes up for it with raw, unadulterated cooling power and a handy 3-port USB hub on the side. If you want function over form and need to drop temperatures drastically, the iets GT500 delivers absolute thermal dominance for any serious user. You will not be disappointed by this.
Number 2 is the iets GT600, stepping things up to around $115. This is essentially the bigger, badder sibling to the GT500, designed specifically for massive desktop replacement laptops. It upgrades to a gigantic 5.5-inch turbine fan, capable of generating an insane 71.9 millimeters of wind pressure. For users rocking a massive 18-inch Alienware or MSI rig that pulls huge wattage, this is an absolute game changer. One content creator running Call of Duty at 4K on an RTX 4080 mentioned their laptop used to hit 100 degrees the second a match loaded, but this pad locked the temps down below 80 degrees, keeping the actual laptop chassis incredibly cool to the touch. The magnetic sealed foam is highly flexible and locks in the air volume flawlessly. The big downside here, the control panel on the front is completely unlit. Adjusting your fan speed, power, or the built-in RGB lighting in a dark room is frustrating because you literally can't see the buttons. The simplest solution is to just set your preferred speed and lighting during the day and rely on the touch start memory function so you don't have to fiddle with it at night. It also completely eliminates heat backflow for rear exhaust laptops, ensuring fresh air is always circulating. It's built like an absolute tank with a durable metal body, ensuring it can handle the weight of any modern laptop you throw at it. If you have a massive, expensive gaming rig, the GT600 perfectly matches its premium footprint. It's a true beast of a machine.
And finally, taking the number 1 spot is the Llano laptop cooler, specifically the V12 Ultra, priced at $130. This is the absolute best cooling pad for gaming laptop setups in 2026. Backed by a stellar 4.5-star rating, this pod completely changes the game with its intelligent AI temperature control. You just download the myth.cool software, and the cooler automatically reads your CPU and GPU temps, adjusting the 2800 RPM turbofan in real time. Running massive local AI models or grueling competitive shooters, the V12 actively ramps up to slash temperatures by 22 degrees in just 90 seconds, and you can literally watch the temps nosedive on your monitoring software. The rapid heat dissipation feels like a blast of Arctic air hitting your hands. The main limitation is that the companion software currently struggles to read the dedicated GPU on certain multi-GPU systems, often defaulting to the integrated graphics temperature. To bypass this, just set your laptop to Ultimate or Discrete GPU-only mode in your system settings, and the software will sync perfectly to the correct card. Beyond the smart features, it offers an ergonomic 3-level kickstand, a dedicated dust filter that easily pops out for quick cleaning, and highly customizable RGB lighting. It is premium, it is heavy, and it moves an aggressive amount of air right where you need it. If you want a brilliant set it and forget it smart cooler that actively protects your hardware without you ever having to touch a dial, the Llano V12 Ultra is the undisputed king. It represents the future of active laptop cooling. So there you have it. No more thermal throttling and no more destroyed motherboards. If you want the absolute best bang for your buck, the Havit F2056 is a no-brainer. But if you demand pure automated cooling performance to protect a high-end investment, the Llano V12 Ultra is in a league of its own. All the links are down below in the description so you can grab yours. Hit that like button if this helped you out, and I'll see you in the next one.